It's time for Dodger baseball.
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Angels, shortstop Andrelton Simmons.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hey now, Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
They look like the best team in baseball right now. Every team sits out and says, can we win double digits in a row when you put your roster together? Can our rotation go through and win a couple games each? Well, that's what this club is doing right now. They're in double digit territory of a win streak. And when you're doing that, you're doing everything right.
Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley moving in, and that ends the inning. stepping up to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, Matt, they're going through a little bit of a skid right now. Not playing real well, but you kind of expect that. But you look for something to ignite them, to pull it out of it, win a game, and just really, this is when you really have to think about one game at a time to pull you out of it.
Stepping into the box, Dustin Pedroia. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the .330 mark on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Mookie Betts. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Here's a look over to first. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's currently hitting just under .310 on the season. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence. Following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Another one sent foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready with another 0-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. From the stretch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
My goodness, there's another one. 7 foul balls in a row. You just don't see at bats like this.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
I like the pitch right there, Matt. Bases loaded. You got to look for that strikeout right there. That's a nasty pitch for the hitter to lay off. I'd come back with it again.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. At the plate, Justin Upton. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway.
Justin Upton.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Now in the box, number 17. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled back. Upton the runner at first, nobody out. Hit to first. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting 7th.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Just a tick behind for a strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Austin Hedges. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Boy, that pitch looks so good when you're hitting, but you're not going to catch up to it. I think pitchers should use that more often. The high fastball in the eyes, they will never catch up to it.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Ready for another chance? Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Kozart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. lay out that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone. Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
Sliding in once again, Mike Trout. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough?
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. Digging in to try it again, Cole Calhoun. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. And a second run is across. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now 6-2. Into the box, Justin Upton. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Stephen Wright enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. Gets dirty and gloves it. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score. Now at the plate, number 17. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bogarts onto the grass. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the 320 mark. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day. Grounded, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly a sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Just foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second. Really starting to settle in, really starting to throw strikes.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that... Stepping in, Luis Valbuena. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Knuckleball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. Set to deliver on 2-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Now the pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Settling in now, Ian Kinsler, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Hedges. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hedges.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs, he blew right by him. I would have to come right back with another fastball. Let's see what he does.
Cue shot here out towards short. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play. Now batting, Eduardo Nunez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way, and look out as that one ran in and got him. Here's Mookie Betts.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And a glove flip for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Here's J.D. Martinez. A base hit in his first trip.
Designated hitter.
He's set. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he got a big double play ball right there, but look, he's not out of the woods yet. Still got that run at third base, so he's got to stay locked in, come back with another pitch, and he might get out of that jam that you thought no way possible when he got into it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, he's barely still alive. That's a nice check swing right there. 2 strikes, 2 outs, and he's still hanging in there. Now you take a deep breath and try to get something to hit.
Hit back toward the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, 0-1.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Cole Calhoun. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Nunez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Digging in, Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
Number 13.
this one skied out toward right. Calhoun is there. One pitch, one out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Simmons has it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the. Ready once again, Justin Upton. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
The left fielder, number 8.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single. Stepping up now, number 17. A hit in 2 tries so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he is in there. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Luis Valbuena.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh and 1, here it comes. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. None out, runners at first and second. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Ian Kinsler. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hit in the air to shallow center. Bradley is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in once again, Austin Hedges. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Starts him out with a knuckleball too high, 1-0. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Betts. Still ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Benintendi. He makes the play. A great. Ready now, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Christian Vasquez.
Ground ball left side. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball, and they pulled the string on him and threw him a changeup and just got him out front. Now I don't know what he's thinking up there at the plate or what he might be looking for. He could be pretty confused right now.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Eduardo Nunez is at the plate as he watches ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Man, I like the last two pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
In there, 1-2 now. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Calhoun shading to his right, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in now, Dustin Pedroia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Standing in, Mookie Betts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's set, and the pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more.
Third baseman, Zach Kozar.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This will be handled by Pedroia at second. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in plenty of time. Digging in once again, J.D. Martinez. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Go right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Digging in to try it again. Hanley Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher, and if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. All even at 2-2. Here it is down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 3-2 now. Xander Bogaerts will be next. Count is full. Here's the pitch. In there, a base hit. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. One away. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. In with it now is Upton, and they'll have to hold the runner at third base.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Vasquez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Here's Jackie Bradley now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A 1 pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second runner's going to hold over at third, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away. Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Now a ball line fouled off to the right over the Red Sox dugout. 0-2. Here it is. Calhoun will drift over toward the line, but this is back up into the seats, a foul ball.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Grounder down the line at third. Fielded by Kozar. And the throw will be too late as he couldn't get enough on it, and that'll score the run from third. Ready for another shot now. Dustin Pedroia. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. And now a bluff here as he'll just make sure nothing's cooking over there at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bullet back up the middle. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make. Here's Justin Upton now. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Bogarts is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Number 17. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Back up the middle. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line to the right side, and Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Right fielder, Mookie.
First offering on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th. Here's J.D. Martinez. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch it backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Jim Johnson enters from the pen.
Pitching for the Angels, number 33.
Mitch Moreland will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, he'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second. This ball will be chopped foul. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. The 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Into the windup and the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away. Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Blake Swihart will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike one as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Scorched to third. On to first, and there were two down. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Low for ball one. Bradley waits on the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9-hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at-bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. Benintendi is on his way home. And he'll get in there safely. Striding into the box, Eduardo Nunez. 3 for 4 so far. Seeing it well in this ball game. Cam Bedrosian.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 32, Cam Bedrosian.
First pitch coming. Here it is. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Hit on the ground out to short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's singled in 2.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First offering on its way. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. To short. Glove by Bogarts. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Austin Hedges. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters in the. Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
From the stretch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
So digging in now, Mookie Betts. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. From the belt, the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. He hit to short, probably too slowly to get 2. Kinsler for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Number 18,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Moreland. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at bat.
And he lays off for ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Oh, that was a pitch he wanted right there. That's a situation you can't go to 2 balls. Because if you go to 3, you know you're going to throw him the ball right down the middle. This pitch right here, everything hinges on this pitch. Bases loaded. You know he's got to come to you. He's got to throw a strike right here.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Xander Bogaerts goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
For the Angels, number 48.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First offering on its way. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. To short, hit hard. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's the shortstop. Zach Kozar.
Third baseman number 7.
50th pitch of the game on its way. This is line to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth. At the plate, Mike Trout. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Josh Smith enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 82, Josh Smith.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Runner back standing. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Betts going back, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Kozart rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score is the runner from first. Here's Justin Upton now. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Justin
Fernando Rodriguez enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That is power versus power. Here it is. Here's my best fastball. I'm going to get it up in the zone. I dare you to hit.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 2-1 on its way. And this is fouled back and out of play.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, number 17. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Johnny Venner takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Johnny
trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pedro Strop comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 49. Pedro
slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Bradley Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tapper right back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there. You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Now a hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he will make the catch to end it. And the Angels have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be